So, Lex, blow your whistle or
Blow your
I
whistle.
mean, whistle blow. Nigga, you know what I mean.
I was gonna say we can do the too short. We can do
Blow
the
your
whistleblower.
Right. Or the closer.
I feel like we should do the whistleblower, and that will fall into the closer.
You think so? I see what you did there. I see what you did there. You had a great take on it though. For those just tuning into the show, L made a real effort to be on social media, and I never been prouder. Like I was so grateful. I was like, damn, my nigga really making an effort. He posting shit and like he outside.
Hit the like button
Hitting
twice.
he liking shit. I'm like,
I
okay,
was trying to engage, man. Get some engagement points.
yeah. And then next thing you know, nope, I'm out of here. I seen all I need to see. This shit is sick. It's worse than I even thought. G,
Oh man, y'all better than me, man. I can appreciate it.
G, can I? I've always wanted to ask,
What's up?
what did you peep that made you go, yep, I'm getting the fuck out of here? Because it was so abrupt.
Yeah. I mean, it's a mixture of things, to tell you the truth, but for the most part, I don't know. I just have a hard time dealing with like how online is, and I don't know like how that's gonna like. At some point, I have to get better about that shit because it's like the way of life. Like this shit ain't going nowhere. But it's just about the approach to it, and I haven't been able to find the good meaning or medium, I would say,
Huh.
when it comes to like online and like my actual lifestyle and stuff like that. So I just have a hard time with that. So trying to be on there and like deal with everybody and like all the things that people are doing and pushing in your face and folks reaching out to you, being accessible. I'm terrible being accessible like that, so that's another thing. But the biggest thing though for me has to do with the approach that the fucking programmers and people that created these things, like what they've talked about as far as like keeping their kids away from it and them separating themselves away from it and feeling like the guilt of like where it's grown from. Where
Social Dilemma fucked you up, didn't it?
Bro, like it's just the idea of it, bro. Like
Right.
I get it, but it's just I think it has to do with like having that digital footprint and like really getting a grasp on what that means. Because once it's out there, it's out there.
It's out
You
there.
know what I'm saying?
Right. I think I love that I love that in your reasoning, you started there.
Because I could be a sick nigga, bro, and I get that. And it ain't gonna take much for y'all to be like, oh yeah, cancel that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's the fucking self-awareness for me.
cancel that nigga.
So this is a beautiful physical representation of social media. You go, I'm a sick nigga. It ain't gonna take much for them to cancel me. Let me get the fuck out of here. I go, I'm a sick nigga. It ain't gonna take much for them to cancel me. Let me post more.
Let me get in there. Yeah.
Let me give you more. It's not gonna be hard.
Yeah.
I think that's and we'll talk about the closer. We'll talk about my beef with the closer, but I think that's the part. If you subscribe to cancel culture and all that shit, it's not hard to do. Everybody's a walking lick. Whether you're on social media or not, these hackers are fucking brilliant. And I mean world-class brilliant. So stop sleeping on them, first and foremost. Secondly, nigga, we do 2 hours every week of saying the most outlandish shit.
Hackers run the world, bro.
Bro, they could, right now, I don't think we've said anything terrible. They could take this first 20 minutes and go, I'll get this nigga the fuck out of here. And
But that's what I'm talking about, though. Like, it has to do with not exactly what it is that you say or do,
right.
but the fact that everybody's plugged in, so they can affect your emotional connection to things just by
Right.
constantly putting it into your face or putting it in a certain way.
Right.
And people don't realize that they're even having this imbalance that's going on because they're always connected, so they can control the masses whatever way they want to.
So this is the perfect lead in for the whistleblower, Francis. is her name, I believe.
Francis?
Francis Hogan.
We had a nice Francis at GU.
This nigga.
It's only Francis I know.
only
That's the
Chris.
only one you
Hey, is
acknowledge?
Columbus Day tomorrow? That's crazy that that shit's still on the calendar and niggas got a holiday.
It's National
for it.
Indigenous Day.
That don't count.
I actually
That's like the Indians changing their name. Fam, it's too late. I'm sorry. It don't count. Y'all might as well let the Redskins rock at this point because this is crazy.
Well, if it's gonna be similar to or if it's similar to the Redskins, they could just make it the national holiday.
Nick, this
Like,
bro,
it just be called the national.
Just
holiday.
this is the national holiday.
It's a
America,
national holiday.
America is a sick fucking place, and Francis the whistleblower kind of just put a stamp on the shit. Social Dilemma comes out during the pandemic. Oh my God, that was talk about marketing and fucking timing, bro. That was brilliant. Everybody's at home, everybody's panicking, everybody's on edge. So this is gonna be the talk of the talk. Nigga, that shit lasted for a week, and it was over. And it's niggas who work for the company telling you, to G's point, don't let my kids be on this shit. Are you crazy? The engineers who made it are saying that. All right. Well, strike one for me. So everything up until that point had kind of been conspiracy and speculation. Going, oh man, marking them, you know what they doing over there. Like it's just the conspiracy theories. And then they make a whole fucking documentary with the engineers who their NDAs are finally up so they can release the shit. It's business. Sorry if y'all didn't know that. Don't want to ruin it for anyone. But those folks had NDAs when they left. They couldn't just be whistleblowers right away. Francis was the only one to take the bullet for the people. She said, fuck my NDA. I'm telling now. Come after me if you want, Mark. It's fucking awesome, actually. Francis, I hope you and your team don't take this as a diss, because this has nothing to do with you. However, this has everything to do with this goofy ass climate that we live in. It's just goofy. That white lady got up there and told us everything we knew, and we went, oh my God. Nigga, she just did a fucking excerpt of Social Dilemma. Like, so if you didn't watch Social Dilemma, she just went up there and told you everything that the engineers that were in there told you in that documentary. That nobody gave a fuck about.
That's what it is, though. Like, people didn't watch it. Mm-hmm. Like, that they steer clear for a reason.
So why do we care? What is it? The lions can't be concerned with the thoughts of sheep shit. Like literally, if you a sheep, my nigga, I really can't do this back and forth with you. This dialogue shit, right? So that's that part separate of the shutdown. Lex is like, nigga, I would have paid to see L's face when everybody's Facebook and Instagram was down.
Oh, it would have been great. I would have paid rats too.
Nigga, we paid for that bullshit Wilder fight last night. I would have paid for I would have paid for that. That's for damn sure. What? So we already established why you're not on there. What was your setting? What were your surroundings like when that was happening? Because I know we just so happened to have the luxury of being on a production, and it just didn't matter. So I don't want to diss nobody and say that I wouldn't have been having withdrawals too, but we were working, so it literally didn't register to me.
Yeah, I didn't notice because I was editing.
Right.
So.
I'm not gonna lie, and this is kind of what happens when you go like zero dark the way that I'll be going. Like, I didn't even know that shit was transpiring.
Niggas like, what's going on?
Yeah, I had zero clue that was even a thing. I only knew about it because I was because of YouTube, like watching like different interviews or whatever,
right?
And like the influencers was talking about it, so that's the only reason why it even came up,
right?
Was them talking about like the people that do depend on like running their social media feeds and doing stuff through like reaching out to the direct fans and stuff like that. I get it on that level, so I got to see like what their panic mode would be. I'm trying to think of, I was watching what's the name? I was watching Drip, fuck bro with the big ass eyes, that the comedian bro.
Who?
The one that's doing like the
OCP?
No. He's doing the character Drip as like a rapper now. He was on the Breakfast Club. I forgot his name, but he's
Country Wayne.
Country Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was watching his interview, which was a really good one actually. If you haven't seen it, but that's where I got like the everyday information, and that was probably a few days ago. So I think I might have missed the wave because if it happened prior to then, so that's on y'all. What was the basic synopsis of it though? Like it was just that there was a whistleblower and then they just shut it down while they
No, these are two separate things.
Oh, got it.
To my understanding.
So somebody hacked Facebook.
No, from
Facebook shut it down.
now we're gonna go into a little bit of conspiracy talk.
Let's do it. That's what we're here for.
Let's do it.
Somebody said that after the whistleblower happened,
Which was on 60 Minutes, by the way. If anybody didn't watch that interview, it's fucking. It's amazing just because of the display. Like
they got the damsel in distress.
it checks off every box.
Damsel.
It checks off every box.
Was she in the? Was it just her silhouette, or she was showing?
No. She is.
She, you know, they had to show the tears and everything. They
Right.
had to show the.
I just didn't want to be associated with anything like this anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. It was one of them. It was one of them. It's gut wrenching. My bad, Lexi. I'll cut you off.
The conspiracy talk is
A woman of the people.
after she, blew the whistle, that Mark Zuckerberg hit the button and was like, "Oh, we got to delete some files." So that's why everything shut down.
It's called the Kansas City Shuffle, folks. If you haven't seen Lucky Number 11, it happens all the time.
So
And I said it. I go, this is a terrorist attack. Whether they want to call it that or not, whether they're promoted as such, what is happening right now is a terrorist attack. But what happens in a terrorist attack? Everybody looks left. It's some player shit happening on the right. Big moves. What do you know? A few hours later, Instagram's back up with all the new updates and shit. And you're like, wait a minute, nigga, what is going on?
Yeah, and they said the employees lost their work emails. Like everything's gone. So any old emails, everything was just gone all of a sudden.
Bro,
and now we've started.
Do you think that is just like one button, like the
Yes.
the president has
Yes.
like the codes
It's just
for like
one-
nuclear?
One button, and Mark pushed that shit from his island and motherfucking like he wasn't nowhere. He didn't even have Wi-Fi, fam.
He always got the case with the button in it.
What?
with a person that specifically just carries the button.
Just the button. It's a nigga. It's a nigga that's
it's
been
like
getting.
it's like the roller, like the weed roller. Like you just gotta have him on hand.
Mark Zuckerberg has a nigga that's been getting a salary since how long has Facebook been around? Since 2005, 6?
My man makes 6 figures to hold the button.
Hold the button.
6 figures annually.
And I bet you he was crying. I knew this time would come.
I knew I'd get my moment. I knew it.
Brother had the button for over 10 years.
It got to push it. It was like, that's it. That was it. It's so underwhelming. It's so underwhelming. I don't know, bro. I don't know what I was expecting when it came back on. This was expecting some wild shit, and it was like, that was it. So
That's hella funny.
as we get into the closer, it's kind of exactly how I felt. That's it.